Yesterday we have discussed about exception handling mechanism and what all the other topics we have discussed yesterday, that is out parameter and params parameter, am I right?
Yes.
And we have discussed about the generics concept,
Yeah.
right? And we have discussed about the constructors also. Right. Today we are going to discuss about the last topic of OOPS is static class. What is the meaning of static class? What is the use of static class? All those things. After completion of this, we're going to start Windows applications, how to create a Windows application, how to work with the Windows applications and all those things, okay? Now, observe here all of you very carefully. The first important thing is for the static class, it's not possible to create an object. It's not possible to create an object, okay? Whenever you are taking a class as a static class, the members of a class also be static. In the static class, we have the members, right? The members in the sense data members and member
Data
functions. All the
members.
things must and should need to be static. Okay. Now listen here, as I'm telling you people, class would be static and the members of the class will also be static. Okay. So normal abstract class in a sense before class example class name we need to take abstract, right?
Abstract.
If it is a static class we need to take what?
Static.
That's it. Simple. Okay. The class is if the static class, then we need to take the before the class we need to take static as a keyword. That's it. Now I'm just taking two methods here, two or one method. See here, public void. So here the method is also static. That is the reason public void static void. The method name I'm taking as like get info is a method. Now I'm just trying to display the message for this method is welcome to sample class get info method. Clear all of you? I'm just trying to display a static message, that's it. Okay. Now if it is a normal class, how to access this method? Class sample ob is equal to new sample. With the help of object we are calling ob.getInfo is a method name. Am I right?
Yes.
Now if it is a static class, with the help of the class name itself we can able to call the method name. As I'm telling you people, it is not possible to create an object for the static class. Object create చేయడానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉండదన్నమాట. If you want to call the methods of the static class,
Get
directly
info.
call sample dot get info is the method name. Simple, that's it. Okay. Now listen, we'll get the output sample dot get info will call the method that is the get info method, and it is going to display the output saying that welcome to sample class get info method. That means ఇది కాల్ అవుతానే కదమ్మా ఈ అవుట్పుట్ మనకు వచ్చింది.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is how we can able to call the method and we can able to display the output from the method. Clear? Take the screenshot of this, and after that we're going to see now what is the use of sample static classes and all those things. Okay, take the screenshot of this, make it fast. Yeah, now listen here, what is the use of static class we're going to see now. Now whenever you people are creating a project, in the project we can think that some of the functions would be reusable. Okay, some of the functions of a class would be reusable. Suppose I'm taking that when I'm trying to create a calculator app. Okay, calculator app or something else. In the calculator app, the functions like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, all the things would be common features, right? These functions will going to call throughout the project many times. They are reusable methods, am I right? Reusable methods, we are taking like the reusable methods we are taking like a static methods. The static methods need to be available in the static class. Okay. Why the static methods are we are taking the reusable methods or static methods, and these static methods are taking like a static classes and all those things we're going to see now. Now, observe here, are you people remember that whenever we are discussing about the boxing and unboxing concept, we told that for the classes memory we're going to store in the heap memory, right? Remember? Hello, Manoj and Prudvi and Shravanti. Shravanti,
Yes,
unmute. Please be responsive. Where the class memory will going to store?
Heap memory.
As I told you on that day also, heap is a very big memory location. In that location, if you want to store the data, first it need to identify the free space. In that free space, we need to store the value. The free space address also we need to store in the stack. We have discussed very clearly, right?
Yeah.
See, this is a heap. Okay, this is heap. Okay. In this heap, if you want to store some value, first among this all the memory, first it need to identify the free space, and the free space it need to store the value. The free space address again need to store in stack. That's what we discussed, right? So class
Yes,
ki మనం memory allocate చేయాలంటే ఇంత work చేయాలన్నమాట. It will take a time. It will take time like almost at least it will take 10 milliseconds also. That would be a waste of time for me. See, this addition, subtraction, multiplication, division are common function across the project. We are using plenty of the times. So each and every time whenever you are using it is creating the object, in the sense the object creation would be storing in heap. Heap will going to take 10 milliseconds. That would be a bigger task for me, time waste, right?
yes,
I don't want to waste my time to store the data in a heap, and if it is a class must you need to store in the data in a heap. That is a basic funda. The class memory will going to store in heap only. So the common functions again and again you are calling, each and every time you are storing the memory in a heap, it would be a biggest task for me. So other than that, what I'm trying to do is, whenever you are taking a methods in a static class ki manam memory object create cheyalsina avasarame ledu. It is not going to store anywhere in the heap. So object create cheste heap lo store avutadi. It is not required you to do like that. So directly you just call the, without creating an object, we just try to call the methods of a static class with the help of class name dot method name. So object create చేసే time తగ్గుతుంది కదా మనకి.
yes, ma'am.
Clear? So unnecessarily creating a memory in a heap and wasting our time, just we are directly calling the methods of a static class with the help of class name. Microsoft provisioned in such a way that whenever you are creating a static class, మనకు system లో stack heap కాకుండా tendered memory అనే ఒక మెమరీ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. ఆ tendered మెమరీలో static classes స్టోర్ అవుతాయి. So each and every time whenever you are calling that class and method, the tendered memory directly will point. It's a small memory. Okay, that just directly it will hit and it will going to call the result. That's it. Each and every time it will not going to take that big heap and it will going to scan in the free space. Anta pedda work jaragadannamata. To to increase application performance, the reusable methods we are going to store in a static class. We can easily call them without creating an object. అర్థమైందమ్మా?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
That is the advantage of static class. You can improve the application performance. Whatever the reusable methods are there, that reusable methods we are placing in a static class. Clear?
Yes,
Okay. అర్థమైందా అందరికి?
yes, ma'am.
Can we see other topic now?
Yeah.
Now we'll start with the Windows applications. As of now, whatever we have discussed, those things would be calling like a console applications. Console applications in a sense we saw, right? Whatever the output of this program would be a black screen with white text. Am I right? These would be, here we are entering some characters. Suppose the example that the user is asking us to enter some values in a sense. Here we are entering int a is equal to something, int b is equal to something. Am I right? Here you are entering the characters, am I right? Int a is equal to something, convert dot 2 in 32 of console dot read line. That means you are entering some characters. So the Windows applications would be a character user interface applications. Here the user is entering the characters. This is what we are calling as character user interface applications. Character user interface applications. Okay, here it would be a black screen with white text. To overcome this black screen with white text and entering the character user interface and all those things, we are migrating to the other application. We are migrating to the other application. Those are graphical user interface applications. Okay, graphical user interface application. The first example is Windows applications. Okay, Windows applications. The problem with the Windows applications is we are not able to host them in the online. We can't able to host them in the online. Okay, now we will see how to create the Windows applications and all those things. Okay, now listen here all of you. I'm just going to basic project. Here I'm going to file, new and project. I'm creating a new project. Here I'm going to the Windows Forms application, I'm clicking on OK. Now whenever you have created a Windows Forms application, we have three main important windows. First one is Toolbox. Isn't here. The first one is Toolbox. The second one is Solution Explorer. The third one is Properties window. How many windows are there? Spell out all of you.
3.
Solution
3.
Toolbox, Solution Explorer and Properties window. Am I right?
Yes,
Now one by one we'll try to understand what is the meaning of all these windows. Observe here all of you very carefully. First, whenever you are creating a Windows application, the first form we're going to create, the name of the form would be form 1. Am I right?
yes,
Okay. If you want to change the height, width and background color, foreground color and the name of the form and all those things we can able to change with the help of properties that are available here. What is the name here? That is form 1, right?
yes,
I'm trying to remove this form 1 and I'm trying to take it like a login. See now? Change in the I have just changed the text from form 1 to login.
Okay.
Now what is the size of this form? See, 300 and 300, right? Now I'm changing the size. See, ఇక్కడ change చేస్తే automatically ఇక్కడ reflect అయిందా?
Okay.
See here again 479 and 382, right? I'm trying to change here. It is reflected or not?
yes,
Now one more thing, what is the background color here? Something like it's like gray color, right? I'm just trying to change to yellow color. See, ఇక్కడ back color అని కనపడుతుందమ్మా?
yes, ma'am.
I'm changing the back color from here to, I'm changing from this to like yellow color. See, changed or not?
Yes,
Now observe here all the other things. Okay, now if you want to display background image, okay, I'm just trying to take the background image. As of now there is no background images here. I'm trying to import from my system. Nothing is there. Just go to the background image, click on the import. You are importing from your system. See, the images are also filtered with, see, image files .jpg. These files are only for the image files, right? So you can select the image from your system, something. See, we'll see here. See, the image is not there. That is not the image. We'll see something, some default image. If it is there in my system, I'll show it with you people. See, now observe here. See, this is how we can able to display the image. See, clear?
yes, ma'am.
So this is how we can able to display the image, change the background color, change the height, width and all those things. Okay. Now we'll see one by one. We have, see, the icon is there. This is the icon, right?
Yeah,
If you want to change the icon also, here icon option is there. If you want to change the image, just select this and change the icon. See, icon is must and should need to be in extension of, which extension it is? .ic. Okay.
yeah,
If you have a JPEG image or JPG image or any PNG image, we have online tools to convert them from JPG, JPEG to ICO extension. Okay. If you people want, I'll show it to you. Okay. JPEG to or any other to ICO extension. JPEG to ICO online tool, ICO converter. See? Whenever you are giving the JPEG image, it will convert into ICO extension. That ICO extension you can take and you can place it here. Choose file and convert. Simple. Okay. Choose the file and convert file. The convert file it will going to download. After downloading that, just change the icon. That's it. Okay. Now this is how we can able to work with the simple, changing the color and attaching the background color, attaching the background image and font. And if you want to change the font also, we have font color. See here all of you. font size, font, if you want to display the data in a bold or italic or so many things. Strikeout if you want to apply, if you want to apply the underline, so many font options are also be there. Clear? Now we will see some controls that are available in the Windows applications. Okay, what all the things we have applied, I'm just trying to remove this. See, I'm going to the properties. How to remove the background image? Go to the background image, and here I'm just trying to delete the background image. See, I'm not deleting, just I'm trying to apply as none. That's it. Okay, clear? And I'm trying to change the background color from yellow color to the normal color, control color. See, applied. Now I'm trying to change the size of it. Clear? This is how it came whenever you are taken the new project. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
How to change from login to form 1? Go to the properties. The text property would be from login to form 1. Correct?
One. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
అర్థమైందమ్మా?
Yes, ma'am.
Now this is how we can able to apply the properties. Now we're going to see some controls. Okay, controls in Windows Forms application. The controls we're going to discuss now are text box, label, and button control. Okay, text box is used to enter the data. At runtime, if you want to enter some data, we are entering the data in text box. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, label in the sense, if you want to display a static text, we are using label control. Okay. Button in the sense, it is used to raise an event. Okay, raise an event. We'll see what is the meaning of label, what is the meaning of text box. Now, what is the meaning of button and all those things we'll try to see now. If you want to perform the login operation, first we need to ask the user to enter the username, user to enter the password and all those things, right? Normal గా లాగిన్ ఎలా ఉంటదమ్మా? ఇలా ఉంటది కదా. First we are asking the user to enter the username. Am I right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now here user will enter the username and enter the password, and we are entering the password here. After that we have the login button to click on it. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is the design. So static text ఏంటమ్మా? Enter username and enter password would be a static text. Static text we are displaying at which control? Label. Am I right? Now we'll see one by one. I'm taking the all Windows Forms controls. In the Windows Forms controls, we have a label, right? See, I'm taking the label. This label is for entering the name. This label is entering for the password. And finally, I'm taking two text boxes. Text box 1 to enter the username. Text box 2 is to enter the password. Now observe here all of you very carefully. Finally, I'm taking a button control to perform the login. Now, what is the text that is available in a label 1? Label 1, right? A label 1 is say I want to enter username. Am I right?
Yes.
నాకు లేబుల్ 1 అని కనిపించాలా, ఎంటర్ యూజర్ నేమ్ అని కనిపించాలమ్మా?
Enter username.
సో
Change the label name.
లేబుల్ టెక్స్ట్ వి నీడ్ టు చేంజ్. ఇంతకు ముందు మనం లాగిన్ అని
Yeah.
తీసుకున్నాం కదా, అది లాగిన్ తీసేసి మళ్ళీ మనం ఫార్మ్ 1 పెట్టాం టెక్స్ట్. నౌ ద లేబుల్ 1 ఐ నీడ్ టు రీనేమ్ యాజ్
Username.
వాట్ ఈస్ ద ప్రాపర్టీ నేమ్ హియర్?
Text.
Text property.
Label.
Text property we are renaming from label 1 to
Username.
enter username. Simple. Am I right? Now how to change the label 2 property?
Label 2.
Enter password. Am I right?
Yes.
Now observe here. If you want to access the controls at runtime, see మనం ఈ టెక్స్ట్ బాక్స్ 1 లో మనం రన్ టైమ్ లో ఎంటర్ చేసిన డేటా మనం తెచ్చుకోవాలి అంటే we have the name property. Text property అంటే మనం display text. If you want to access the control at runtime, we need to use name property. Okay. For text box 1, I'm taking the name as txt username. Okay. Txt username. Okay. For the label text box 2, I'm entering like txt password. Clear? Finally, I'm taking a button control to perform submit. Okay. Submit or login. How to access this text box 1 value? Txt username, am I right? How to access this second text box value? Txt password.
TXT password.
Now whenever the user is clicking on this, it will going to point to this method. Okay. In this method, how to get the username value? Txt username dot text. As I told you people, with the help of the name property only, ఈ name property తోటే మనం రన్ టైమ్ లో ఈ కంట్రోల్ ని యాక్సెస్ చేయొచ్చు అన్నాం కదా. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద నేమ్ ప్రాపర్టీ ఫర్ ద ఫస్ట్ టెక్స్ట్ బాక్స్?
Text
text
username.
username.
So with the help of txt username, you are pointed this text box. What you want here? ఆ text box లో ఉన్న text కావాలి కదా.
Yes.
How to get the value? txt username dot text, whatever you entered there. Am I right? So again, I'm trying to take one more thing, string password. How to get the password text box value? What is the name of the password text box?
Text
Text
password.
password.
ఇక్కడ పైన చూసినా సరిపోతుందమ్మా మనకి. What is the name here?
Text password.
సో ఆ txt password లో ఉన్న text కావాలంటే ఎలా చేయాలి?
Text password dot text.
Very good. Now my requirement is, if both username and password are matching, username is equal to password, then I'm saying that user is a valid user. Otherwise, in the else condition, we need to say that user is an invalid user. If you want to display some information to the user in the Windows application, we are using message box. Okay, message box dot show. We are showing the information. If both are matching, then we are saying that user is a valid user. Otherwise, the user is a invalid user. Am I right?
Yes.
User is a valid user. Otherwise, user is an invalid user. Any questions in this, all of you?
No.
No.
Now, can I run this now?
Yeah.
Tell me, all of you, what are usernames and passwords? Any username or any password? Can I take Sai and Sai? If condition will execute or else condition will execute?
First it goes to the if.
If
What is the output then?
valid user.
What is the output?
Valid user.
Now see. Came right? Okay. Now if I'm giving Sai with Shravanti, then what is the expected output?
Invalid user.
Very good. See. Now, what is the problem with this program? Tell me, all of you.
Because we are giving the username equal to password.
Yeah, that is one problem. And one more is, we are displaying the password as it is like this. Am I right? So if you want to display in dot dot format, I'm going to this password text box. I'm going to this password text box. Here we have a password character. Okay. See, all of you are able to see the property, that is password character property. I'm giving as here star. Okay, now we'll see. Sai and Sai I'm giving. See, now it is displaying Sai or star?
Star.
Because
The format
given the password character, whatever the character you are giving, that would be replaced with star. Clear? Write it down in your notes, all of you. Password character is used to replace the character, original character, with a star. So we can able to provide some security with the help of this, right? So other person who are sitting with me, he can't able to see my password. He just can able to see only star here. Am I right? See all, and one more thing, understood what is the meaning of this one? Message box. Message box means this is the one. This is the one is coming, right? Here we have written message box dot show. This is message box. We are showing this message box with the data that is valid user. In this message box, valid user, I am showing this. That is the reason message box dot show. This box will show the data that is available in this message box is valid user. Clear?
Okay.
Take the screenshot of this, make it fast. Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we'll see other concepts here. Now we'll see the beautiful other control, that is daytime picker control. Okay. Now I'm asking the user to enter to select his date of birth. Okay. I'm taking the label control. I'm taking the name of the control as, text in this is select date of birth. Okay, select date of birth. Okay, to selecting the date of birth, we are having the date time picker control. See, clear? Now, after selecting the date of birth and I'm clicking on this button, I just want to calculate the date of I just want to calculate the user age and all those things. User calculate age. Okay, clear? Now observe here, all of you. I'm just selecting something like this. See, I'm selecting the age like this. Suppose see, at 2009 and November 14th is my selected date. Okay. Now, what is the date of birth that you have selected? November 14, 2009. Am I right?
Yes.
If you want to calculate the age, what all the things you need? Actually, see.
Present date.
Exactly. Present date and date of birth. Am I right?
Mhm.
You need the present date and you need the date of birth. Just give me a minute. See, date of birth will going to come from where? This date time picker control will give you the date of birth. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Suppose as of now you have selected 11th is a month and 14th is a date and 2009 is a year. So today's date would be like this, right? It would be 7th is a month. Sorry, 7th is a month and 17th is a date and 2017 is a year. Am I right?
Mhm.
So these two things are enough to perform the age. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, now we'll see here, all of you. Listen here, all of you, very carefully. I'm just trying to click on this calculate age. Okay, calculate age. Now observe here, all of you, very carefully. Date of birth and today's date and all those things would be in date time format only, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How we have integer a and all those things, the date time is also a data type. Date time DOB is equal to the date of birth you have selected in date time picker 1, am I right? Date time picker 1 dot value, whatever the value you have selected, that will going to give like this. Here you are selecting some value, right? ఇక్కడ మనం select చేసుకుంటాం కదా run time లో. What is the name of this? Date time picker 1, am I right? In this date time picker 1, whatever the value you have selected, that would be a date of birth, am I right? This is clear?
Yes.
Now today's date will going to get like this. Date time, date time, date time. Now is equal to date time dot now. Date time dot now will going to get the today's date. So here you have today's date and you have your date of birth. Okay.
Mm.
Now in the .NET we have one beautiful class that is time span. Time span will going to take the input like today's date and date of birth, and it will going to calculate all the things, the things like TS dot days and TS dot after date of birth, how many hours are spent, how many milliseconds, how many minutes, how many seconds, how many ticks, okay, how many total days, total hours, all those things will going to calculate with the help of time span class. Time span class will going to take the input of two dates, one is date of birth and one is present date. It will only calculate all those things. Actually, if it is there like this, we need to perform so much of calculations, right? First we need to see days, how many days are it is progressed, how many months it is progressed. After that we need to see how many years it is progressed. So much of logic we need to write. Other than writing the logic, we have a time span class. Time span class will going to take two dates, that's it. Any days in between, in between those days, how many hours are happened, all those things will going to calculate with the help of time span class. See here, now I'm just trying to display total days, okay, double total days, total days. Okay, how to get the total days here? We just have a option that is ts dot total days. Okay, how to get the total years? Total days by 365 will going to give a total hours, total age, right?
Yes.
Total, I mean years, or else total years will say. Years is equal to total days by
Total years.
because, correct? Any question here, any one of you?
Can we directly subtract the present date to the date of birth?
Yeah,
so that
the
we
time
could
span will take the input like that only.
No. If we don't give the time span, if we give the integer,
Data.
so if we could do like int years is equal to now minus DOP dot total days.
No, now is in of what type?
Okay.
That is daytime, right?
Yeah.
Again, daytime to integer conversion will not be possible.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying now minus date of birth dot total days. Would that be doing the process or not? I don't know.
Now dot total days will not come.
Okay.
Just try to practice whenever you are seeing this, okay? I mean, at the time of practicing, you just try to check it. Now dot total days and all those things, okay? The best way is with the help of time span class only, okay?
Okay. Because I thought somewhere I looked at in the website or something. That's what I'm saying.
Just try to practice later, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. We are just displaying the total days with the help of, or else total years. Total years we are displaying with the help of the variable that is total years. Okay. Now I'm just trying to run this. I'm selecting some date of birth here. Something like 2000 and November 14th, and see here 16 years to 6.8682 something. Okay, 16 years dot 682. Like this we can able to calculate the age, and we can able to calculate the total days and all those things we can able to do with the help of the time span class. Okay, take the screenshot of this. Completed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and try to practice all these things, and tomorrow we'll continue the class with other topics of Windows applications. Okay.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, enough for today. We'll continue the class on tomorrow. Bye bye. Karthik, you
Bye.
just try
Thank
to
you.
check it. If not, ping me so that I'll help you on other ways. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Bye.